Hello everyone, my name is Kirsten. A very good afternoon to all of you all. Firstly, I would like to thank you guys for taking the time out to watch us here on Nature's Basket. For those of you all who don't know me, I am a calisthenics coach and a street workout athlete. I'm also the founder of Elysium Calisthenics Park, which is the first of its kind outdoor fitness park in India. I'm really glad that, Nature's Basket 2 meals for your lunch or dinner if you don't want to, really feel stuffy at the end of the day. But yeah, the thing about these meals are they're going to be really simple, and I'm going to start off with the chilled berry and fruit salad. Now what do you need? Let me tell you about the ingredients. We're going to use blueberries for these. So we've got these specific blueberries from Nature's Basket. We'll also be going to using cherries. Got my cherries over here. I'm going to be using an orange as well and the rind. Wait for that, I'm going to tell you all exactly what that is. Finally, honey. Now, if you're into fitness, a lot of people don't like using sugar, so honey is a good substitute for that. We're going to be using organic certified honey from Nature's Basket. We've also got yogurt. Now, I've chosen coconut milk yogurt, which is unsweetened, so there's no sugar in it. And the best part about using coconut, now the thing about benefits about coconut, it's really good for your skin, it's good for your digestion. It also can help in, weight loss as well. So, we've got our coconut flavored yogurt with us. And in order to add a little crispiness to this meal, I'm going to be adding hazelnuts and pine nuts to it as well. Alright, so without wasting any time, let's get started. First things first, you need a bowl. And I'm going to put my blueberries into this bowl. Now it's really important to get all of these washed. So the guys in Nature's Basket were really awesome. They got this washed for me. So my blueberries are ready over here. The second part is I've got my cherries. So I'm going to put my cherries as well. Take a few. Just put them in the small bowl here. Awesome. So the benefits of your blueberries and your cherries, they are rich in antioxidants. They taste good. Really, really good for your skin, which is your orange and your rind. Now this part is going to be used for the yogurt. You will see in a bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Go round, round, round. Now this part over here, I'm just going to place it down here in my bowl. So the skin of the orange, also known as the rind, it's going to give you that little tangy flavor. You will find out in 1 second. Just going to take a little bit more. Scrape it up well, scrape it up well. And I think that should be good. Just going to place the rest of this in here. So as you can see, it's just a minimal amount. Okay. Now, I'm going to get the skin of my orange out. Just going to peel it off well. So as a coach, now for those of you all watching, I'm going to make this super clear. I'm not a certified nutritionist, but I have a lot of friends who are certified nutritionists who have given me a lot of ideas. So I love experimenting with my food. So this right here is literally an experiment, probably something you've never really seen. Alright, so I'm just going to squeeze my orange out. Let's just place it in another bowl over here. And this orange is going to be used as juice. So there are various ways of doing that. I'm just going to use this little thing. Usually used for lemons, but you can also squeeze your orange in here. Peel it out and boom. Got some good juice right there. Let's finish with the rest of the pieces. I'm going to just place a big lump, squeeze it out, and roll. You can see, oops, you can see the juice coming out there. There we go. Awesome. All right, I think we've got good enough. Okay, next up. Now the rind of the orange, that's here. I'm just going to place a little bit of the juice in. And yeah, a little close up as you all can see. The rest of the pieces you all can just eat it later. Let's not waste food, yeah. All right. And last but not the least, let's open up the yogurt. Just going to place the yogurt at the side. I've got my fruits in here. The rind of the orange, I'm just going to add it here so it gets a tangy taste along with the cherries and the blueberries. Now remember guys, the portions that I'm using right now are not very specific. You can use as much as you want depending on how much you want to eat. If you're really hungry, you can take about 2 boxes of blueberries, you can take about 2 boxes of cherries. I've just used about half a box of cherries and a full box of blueberries. Okay, beautiful. This is done. We've got our juice mixed in here. I'm just going to keep this here for the side and the part that I've been waiting for. The chopped hazelnuts. Just mix it up here. Here are your pine nuts, sorry about that, and here's your hazelnuts. Alright. So now we've got the tangy part, we've got the crispy part. You know what, let's mix it all up together. Boom. So let's recap. We've got our blueberries in here, we've got our cherries in here, we've also got our hazelnuts and our pine nuts. If you want, you can also, heat it up a little bit to get a little more crispy, but I like it the way it is, so I'm just going to use it that way. Alright, now another thing in order to get this really good. Right now I'm making it in front of you, but this mix over here with your blueberries and your cherries should be frozen overnight. Okay? You can freeze it for around 2 to 3 hours, but if you freeze it overnight, it gets really fresh, and the next day when you're eating it, it's like really tasty. Okay, finally we've got 2 more items. We've got the coconut yogurt over here. I'm just gonna put this through. The unsweetened coconut yogurt. Okay. And last but not the least, if you want to add some little more taste, let's avoid sugar. Let's use some organic honey. 1 teaspoon of it should be fine. Sprinkle it all over the place. And boom. Just going to leave my honey at the side. And last but not the least, let's mix all of this up. So yeah, if you can get a little close up over here, I'm just going to get my berries in. I'm going to get my nuts in. The hazelnuts, the pine nuts. Mix it all up. Try and make it look as beautiful as possible. Perfect. So ladies and gentlemen, we are almost done with the first dish. I'm just going to give it a little more mix and tell you all more about it. Boom. We are ready with our first dish, which is your chilled berry mix and fruit salad. So if you want a little closer look, this is how it's going to look. Okay. It's an assortment of all tangy fruits. It also has your yogurt in it. It also has, all the nuts, as I said. And the best part about these things, you don't really need to just stick to the ingredients that I have. You can use other things as well. You want to add different kinds of berries as well, go for it. Nature's Basket has a wide variety of options. I've just chosen the best which I feel right now and the ones that I enjoy the most. So here you have it, guys. This is your first meal, which is your berry and your fruit salad. As you saw, it just took me like literally 5 to 10 minutes to make it. 3 to 4 different ingredients. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. I'm sure, guys, if you guys are going to try it, ensure you freeze it up and you're going to really enjoy this taste. You can have this for breakfast, you can have it before or after your workout, and this is something you're really going to enjoy. Alright guys, that was your first dish. Just going to place it here, and now the second dish. Now the second dish is going to be a little more impressive. This is called as a spring salad. Now the reason why I call this impressive is it's really, really simple yet again, really easy to make, 10 minutes. Like a lot of us youth are on the run, you know, everyone's working, everyone wants to be at one place or the other. So when you come home, you don't have like hours to cook. That's all right, give yourself 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Just get few ingredients in and boom. Now the thing about the spring salad, there are two important things in this. First things first, we need to make the salad dressing. And the second part is we need to make the salad mix. So without wasting any time for the spring salad, let's start off with your salad dressing. Now I'm going to show you all the ingredients that we're going to use here. First things first, apple cider vinegar. After your apple cider vinegar, we've got your honey in. The third part is your mustard. As well, here's your olive oil. I've been given extra light olive oil for people who are really, really concerned about not putting on too much weight. This is a really good option. And yes, really important, we're going to use some pepper. Got some pepper over here and salt to add some taste to it. Alright people, so let's begin. You can use a small bowl for this. Okay, I'm just going to show you all how this is done. You can use about 3/4 of a teaspoon for this. Don't use too much. Don't go too much on vinegar. Alright? 3/4 of a teaspoon. Put it in there and boom. Alright, that's your first part. Gonna place this at the side. Second part is your honey. Another 1 teaspoon of honey should be good for this. As I said again, you know, try to avoid sugars if you really want to get that good body. You want to keep those calories less. Use the right, be smart with your eating. So let's use some honey. 1 spoon of honey. All right, we've got some mustard. We've got the sweetness in. Let's get that, the other part in as well. A little bit of mustard, not too much. Boom. Yep. That's about another 1 teaspoon that I've used. The fourth part, as I was talking about, is your olive oil. Now in terms of the olive oil, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using 3 teaspoons of this, you know, so that our mix gets enough of quantity in it. So let's use 1, mix it up. Let's go for number 2 and boom. Alrighty, superb. Now we Indians, we really love, you know, spicy stuff and all. So right now this is going to seem really bland. So let's add some salt and pepper to it. Just going to use my pepper. Not too much, just a pinch of it. And salt to taste. Another teeny bit of salt, sprinkle it all over. And boom. So that was the first part, which is your salad dressing. Let's repeat again. First things first, I used apple cider vinegar, about 3/4 of a teaspoon. Second part was your honey, 1 teaspoon. But we can use whatever is around us. So let's mix this up. So if you get a closer look, this is how it's going to look. So this is how your salad dressing is going to look. Mix your 4-5 ingredients and boom. Now once this is done, leave it to the side and we're going to get back to it. Alright, the dressing's done. The second part begins. Let's make the salad mix. Now for the salads, there are quite a few options that you could use. The options that I'm going to use today are cucumbers, mixed bell peppers, lettuce, cherry tomatoes. I'm also going to be adding fruits to this as well. We're going to use apples, pears, oranges, and last but not the least, something that everyone in the fitness industry has probably spoken once about, avocados. Alright, so let's get our cucumber first. There we go. Alright, time to chop it up. Now the thing about this meal as well, there's no specific way of chopping it. I like making small little pieces. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. The cucumber, as you can see, it's already been, you know, the skins are taken out. Just chop the edges off first. Boom, nice and easy. Alright, and I'm going to chop it in half and make small little pieces like this, really fine pieces. Yep, I think 1 cucumber should be good enough. Right, you can chop it a little more, give it some symmetry, make your dishes look good. Now, as I said, guys, most of us are on the run. The youth these days have a lot of work to do and stuff. So, you know, it's not really important how your food looks because most of us are not really professional chefs. But as long as you're doing it correctly, cutting it correctly, getting the right amount of quantity in there, you're going to be set. All right, so I'm going to use this bowl actually. Okay. Just going to be adding my cucumbers in here. Nice and easy. Boom. So our first part is done. Secondly, let's go with some mixed bell peppers. Now I've got 2 of these over here. As you can see, I've already chopped it in half just to prepare you guys for the start. Chop them in half. Let's go for another few chops and fine pieces, like really fine pieces. If you got like little kids eating this, which is going to be really healthy for them, you want to ensure that the quantity is not too big that they find it really uncomfortable. Chop small pieces in. Always chew your food, guys. Chew your food, enjoy it. Beautiful. All right, let's attack the next one. Bell peppers are really good, especially for people who are looking to lose weight. Now, while I'm chopping this, let me tell you all something really important about diet. You all may or may not have heard about this, but there's this thing called calorie surplus and calorie deficit. Okay? If your goal is to build muscle, if you're really skinny and you want to build muscle, you're going to go on a calorie surplus diet. Whereas if you want to lose weight, you want to burn fat, you need to go on a calorie deficit diet. So, try not to complicate too much. Like I can give you a simple example. The human body, on an average, consumes about 2,000 calories of food a day. Now, if you're going on a deficit, you need to consume less than 2,000 calories. If you're going on a surplus, consume more than 2,000 calories. It's not rocket science, guys. But yeah. Now, as I said, I'm not a certified nutritionist, so I've never been a fan of counting my macros, my micros. That's just on me. I like my food as it is. I eat till I feel full. But I try not to cheat too much. If you're going to have 6 burgers a day, that's not going to be good for you. Try and eat clean. All right, so I'm done cutting my mixed bell peppers. Going to mix it up with the cucumbers. Nice and easy. Okay. Boom. We're done with the first 2. Next up, we've got some lettuce. All right, got some lettuce over here. You can just mix it on top. Really, break it into little pieces. You can do that with your hand, that's all right. Wash your hands, guys. Want to keep things healthy. Want to keep things nice and clean. Just going to use my lettuce. Break it up, chop it up, mix it up. As you can see, I've not done anything complicated. I've just used my vegetables, chop them up, boom. Mix them up, mix them up, mix them up. All about experimenting. All about finding the right balance in your meals. Because if you eat right, you're going to feel right, you're going to feel good. Yep, I think that should be good. Okay, let's go for some cherry tomatoes. Now, these are not your massive tomatoes, these are small little cute ones. Okay, just going to use a few of these. You can dice these as well. Now, think about cutting tomatoes, especially these ones. You've got to be really gentle on them. Okay, really gentle. Boom. Mix them up. Now, if I really, go and attack them, this is going to be like liquid flying all over me, and that's not going to be fun. All right, especially any youngsters watching over here. You don't want to get your parents bugged on you. Be safe in the kitchen, especially when you're using knives. Yep, chop it up, chop it into 2 pieces, mix it up there. I think we'll do more. These cherry tomatoes from Nature's Basket are really good. Something I would recommend. Definitely try them out. Chop it up, mix it up. Okay, I think that should be good. Remember, as I said, I'm making this for 1 person. If you want to make it for more people, increase the quantity of your ingredients. We've got our vegetables in place. let's add some fruits to it. First things first, one of my favorite fruits, my go-to fruits, apples. Really good in fiber. There are people, I've always had this question, what do you have before your workout? Now I'm someone who doesn't like eating before his workout. You know, I like to train on an empty stomach. But if I need that little kick, you know, for me, one apple is good enough. Really good in fiber, taste awesome as well. Alright, same thing with the apple. Chop it up in half. Break it up. You can get the seeds out. Ensure it's nice and clean. Take your time. No rush. We're all here to learn something new, right? Chop it up here. Now, if you've been listening, I've always said, make small little pieces. So let's do the same with the apple. Chop this apple up. Small, fine little pieces. You know? Spring salad. One of the reasons it's called spring salad is going to be like a really colorful salad. Full of fruits, full of vegetables, full of a lot of things. Just mix it up, nice and easy. So I've used one apple over here. Okay, I'm just going to finish chopping it up. Alright. Now another question that I get as a coach. How long does it take to lose weight? How long does it take to burn fat? Now what you need to understand is that's really subjective. Okay. I think we've got a question from the audience, so let me answer the question first. While they find the question, I'm just going to chop the apples.
Can we use any other fruit apart from apples?
Of course you can. As I said, it's a spring salad. Apples are one of my favorite fruits. I would recommend using apple as apples, or certain people are allergic to apples. You can definitely use a different option. A pear would be nice. Alright, back to what I was telling you guys. How long does it take to burn fat or lose weight? What you need to understand now, everybody is different. We all have a different body. Everyone has trained differently. We have different set of goals, and also it's really, really subjective. Certain people can lose weight quickly. Certain people may take time depending on their fitness level, depending on what they eat. But at the end of the day, if you put in the work, you work hard, you eat right, you're going to be set. So, yup, we're good with that. As you can see, this bowl is looking nice and colorful. If you want a little closer look in the meantime, let's just check it out. There we go. Superb. All right. As I said, we were just talking about a pear. I'm also going to add a pear to this. Experiment, guys. Experiment. There's nothing wrong with having, individual fruits, but at the same time, if you can really mix it up, create a beautiful fruit salad, oh, you're going to enjoy it. Okay, I've got the base of the pear out. Chop it in half. Boom. Just like your apple. Let's make some really, really, really fine pieces, all right? Mix it up in there. Got a beautiful looking fruit bowl. Our spring salad is going to be ready in like another couple of minutes. As I said, guys, really simple. Try not to complicate your meals. Let's use another half a pear for this, and we should be good. Mix it all up, and boom. Last but not the least, let's get this avocado. Alright, now the thing about avocados, for those of you all who don't know, this is like this massive seed in the center. So while chopping an avocado, you really, really need to be, gentle on it. Try not to crush through it. Just slice through it nice and easy. Let me show you. Okay. You can chop it from the top. Ooh, this is a strong avocado. Alright, chop it from the top. Let's go through. And you got to go from the sides. Just going to chop it off a little more. This is one strong avocado, I must say. All right. But hey, no rush. As I said, be gentle with your food, and boom. That's how it's gonna look. Just get the seed out, nice and easy. Alright, I'm going to chop this avocado in half. Yet again, just like your other fruits and vegetables, small, tiny little pieces of it. Alright? So as you go, I'm just going to make some small little bits. But one thing, do not forget the seed of the avocado. You want to chop it out, get it clean. And all your little pieces, you can. One avocado should be good enough. Now the benefits of avocado, if you've read on the internet, you may have heard this in a lot of places. It's a source of good fat. Now people may say, oh, I need that protein for my muscles. I need those carbs for my energy, but guys, you also need fat. So for example, the lungs, your esophagus, everything over here, your big and small intestine, it's all surrounded by fat. And the good fat is something that is provided by avocado. You may see avocado is actually used in a lot of dishes, and I think it's a really, really good source and a good ingredient that can be added to most of your meals. Awesome. Just going to pluck this little piece out, and boom, chop it up. Let's get some avocados in there. All right, we're almost done. Now as you can see, this is our entire mix done. Just a quick little recap of what all we've put in it. Okay, we've added cucumbers, mixed bell peppers, lettuce, cherry tomato. We've also added your fruits as well, which are your apples, your pears, and the avocado. Now, if you remember at the start, I had this little mix that I made for you all. I'm going to add the salad dressing on top. Just mix it up all over the place. You're going to get this nice little tangy taste to it. As you can see, it's such a beautiful looking meal, and I can assure you it's going to taste really, really good. Alright, you can use one of this, and let's mix it up. Look at those colors, guys. Look at that thing. These are the things you're putting into your system. If you can put a meal like this into your system, you're bound not to just feel physically good, but mentally fine as well. Just mix it up, toss it up a bit. Alright. Okay, people. Now this is one basic way of making your spring salad. Mixing everything up, your salad dressing and your ingredients. You want to make this a little more fancy. Now if you've noticed in both these meals, I haven't used meat at all. I've tried to keep it, friendly for vegetarians as well. There's honey been used, so if there are certain vegans out there who don't want to use honey, that's alright. You could probably use, other sources of sweetening your dishes and all as well. But this meal, especially this meal, the spring salad, if you want to make it a little more interesting, you can add some boiled meat to it. Boiled meat, add your sauces on top. So, you can have an entire mix of everything. As I said, guys, it's just experimenting. I've been experimenting with my food over the last 3 to 4 years. And boom, I've been getting some really, really, really good results, I would say personally. My clients have been getting it as well. And I would say, these are certain things that you could make. Okay, now, there are more things that I wanted to talk about as well. There's mozzarella cheese. I'm not going to be adding it to it, but as I said, mozzarella cheese is something you could add to this as well. You can add your meats to this as well. That would be something good. So guys, that's it. That's literally it. I've taken like I think about 15 to 20 minutes, and I've made two really simple dishes for you all. Let's recap again. This is your chilled berry mix. This is your spring salad. As you can see, it looks really good. Mix it up. You can have this one as a dessert. You can have it as a snack. You can have this for lunch, and it's really filling, really good. And boom, guys, that's about it. Do not complicate your meals. Try and keep it simple, and you're gonna love it. So there we have it, guys, and perfect. So last but not the least, I just want to give a huge shout out to Nature's Basket for having me on board, and they've given me a little gift. I think you guys should check this out. Alright, now this thing over here is a special. Now there are plenty of awesome things in it. You've got your berry mix, you've got your jalapenos, you've got a few drinks in there. I actually don't know what's in there, but I'm definitely going to open it up. I'm going to see it. So this is something you need to check. Another super offer from Nature's Basket. They are going to be providing 3x reward points to anyone who tries and gets their hands on these simple meals. And it's only happening in the month of Jan. So guys, don't waste any time. It's the new year. It's 2021. You want to be healthy. You can work out, but remember, you can never out-train a bad diet. Eat clean. Get your hands on these meals, and boom, you guys are absolutely going to love it. So there you have it, guys. If there's any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I think we have a few more minutes. Let's look at what we've made. Remember, keep this nice and chilled. The colder it is, it's going to be like the perfect treat. Instead of having your ice creams, your chocolates, try having something like this, a chilled berry salad. Instead of eating a burger or a pizza, fill your body up with a beautiful spring salad. Alright guys, thanks for having me, and I wish you all a good day. Take care.